All right, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerged from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with the Houston Texans. The kicker, Graham Gano, set to put his foot down Charlotte. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. They go play action here on first down. And this one complete to Will Fuller. Will Fuller, nobody there to stop him. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, 79 yards. And the Texans have taken the early lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. This one complete to Devin Funchess. And he's brought down, but not before getting across midfield to the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 45-yard line. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That good for 19 and a first down.
Speaking of Christian McCaffrey, Charles, the staff last week was talking about him maybe getting 25 to...
He averaged around 12 touches per ball game, but it's a new offensive staff. They know how dynamic he is. Where they really want to make the increase is him running the football. Because last year he caught 80 passes, so that part will take care of itself. But his ability to run inside as well as get him to the perimeter, working so far in the preseason, had, what, a 72-yard touchdown run against Miami. That's looking good. And don't forget, he can also drop back and return the ball in either the kickoff returns or as a punt returner.
Here we go, fellas. Gun. Let's go.
On second down, McCaffrey. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On the ball.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Funchess with a catch over the middle. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. On 4th down, Newton. Over the middle to Smith. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. We've become so accustomed to it, you sort of take it for granted.
You really do, but he is so good that every team in his division, every year, is trying to make sure they draft people charged with trying to block J.J. Watt. So far, hasn't been too successful.
Here's Newton now on 2nd down. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on third down. On third down, Newton under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on third down. With my good friend Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Panthers in possession of the football as we begin quarter number 2. They are, however, facing a fourth down situation. No move to get the offense off the field here. They've converted once on this drive. On fourth, they'll go again and try it once more. They snap it to Newton. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Torrey Smith, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Panthers have tied this game up. They can take the lead with the extra point. Well, it was fourth down, so there was pressure to begin with, and then you make a one-handed catch like that. What a play.
Just when you thought your blood pressure couldn't get any higher after having called for it on fourth down, you see a one-handed catch being attempted. I'm sure it spiked at that point for all the guys on that side of the field, and instead they get a chance to celebrate. What a tremendous catch, bringing it down for the touchdown.
Gano out to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 26. Watson on first down. It's incomplete to Mello. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll make it a second down.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, and his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. Tackle made by Thomas Davis.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
On second down, here's Watson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Shaq Thompson not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long after that sack. What does Watson have in his arsenal? From the gun, here's Watson. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Julius Peppers in there to drop him, and back-to-back sacks now bring up 4th and long. On 4th down, here's the veteran Shane Leckler to punt it away. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go.
On first down, Newton. And this throw will be intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
After the interception, here's Watson. Throw left side complete. That's Fuller. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Will Fuller, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Texans are in for 6. Now, he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Bill O'Brien with a call here. We'll go for 2. A shotgun snap for Watson. This is caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A minute 57 to go in this first half. Back with more from Charlotte after this. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be an 11.
Here we go.
First half, and his guys are able to strike for 6.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? And, you know, 1 by land, 2.
Pull that one from.
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Now Newton will bring the Panthers up to go for 2. Out of the gun, Newton. And that's incomplete. Well, split the difference, and they're right where they would have been with 2 PATs. They got the 2-point conversion the first time. They failed there.
Interesting, isn't it? Because the first time you go after your first score, that feels like a gamble. The second time when they tried it again, that felt like, what the heck, right? Because, as you said, even if you miss it, you split the difference, and you're right on schedule at 14 points.
And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. And the Texans set to come onto the field. On first down, it's Watson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Mario Addison, a able to drop him for a loss of 4. Here's Watson now on 2nd down. And his throw is incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Third and long. It's Watson. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. They're going for it. It's Watson. Buying time, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Mario Addison in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. On 1st down, it's Newton. And this one complete right side to Funchess. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage. The drag route can be effective when it's run well.
So 2nd and inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker.
Here we go.
On 2nd down, here's Newton. The quick slant caught. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Here we go.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Man, it's a tough area in the field to try and run a draw play out of the gun. You know you're going to face a good push up front, and here they swallow him up for no gain.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. And now here's a sneak, maybe looking to run a little time. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Cam Newton in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Panthers add on to their lead. Whoa. He just yanked that one well to the left, and no good. Gano out to kick this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. The final shot before the break. Watson. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this 1st half of play. So it's halftime here in Charlotte with the Panthers out on top, as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the 2nd half. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done.
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he is down deep into Carolina territory. Watson hitting Fuller with a big one, and even 40 yards. To throw is Watson. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Jordan Akins, a 5-yard touchdown. And now the Texans are within a 2-point conversion of tying up this game. Bill O'Brien with a call here. We'll go for 2. Now it's Watson. Dancing to his left. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is taken at his 4. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And last time, 1-play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. To throw on 2nd down is Newton. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
To throw on 3rd down, Newton. And he gets it to Funchess complete. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a first down. From the 50, Newton. Slide, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. DJ Reader, never giving up. He's able to keep working and get him for a loss of 12. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. To throw on 2nd down, Newton. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Torrey Smith, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
The Panthers on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. From From the gun, here's Newton. Throw left side, McCaffrey's got it. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Give him 8 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. And Cam Newton's not coming off the field. He'll keep the offense out to go for it on 4th. They will go for it. Now Newton. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Richmond.
On 1st down, Watson looking deep downfield. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'd open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Flat 22.
On 2nd and 10, Watson. And that'll be incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Going deep for Hopkins. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked by Kevon Seymour. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Flinches with a catch over the middle. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Texans scoop it. And they'll have a short field to work with inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free. Anything you can do to slow them down.
And we're back now in Charlotte. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. To throw on 2nd is Watson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
The Texans on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Watson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Shaq Thompson in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game. And the Texans use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. This time, the extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And onto the field here come the Panthers. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That could be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Well, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Now a run with McCaffrey. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. He really hasn't been able to get on track running the football, averaging less than 4 yards a carry.
Yeah, I think that they're going to enjoy the film session because all the defenders are filling their proper gaps on just about every play. And you know what they always say for a defensive coach? When I click off this film, I better see 11 jerseys in the picture going after the ball carrier.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Give him 8 yards on the carry, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. J.J. Watt coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Here's Newton now on 2nd down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
He's going to let it fly. And it's caught inside the 30. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And a short gain here down to the 22. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
He'll look to throw. Funches has it complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
This defense needs a big play in the worst way because so far, they're not putting up much of a fight. If they don't get a stop here soon, this game could be over for them.
Back to throw. The quick slant caught. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
They'll look to throw. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. He has had a great game defensively. He's been east-west, north-south, everywhere.
Yeah, and I love how you describe that because to be a great defender, you have to be able to move up and back, sideline to sideline, and he's been fantastic. Reminds me of a young Charles Davis when he was playing Madden.
Absolutely. Oh, wow. I thought you were going to go on the field, but okay, I see you. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. He's back to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there with time running out. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. So getting the big touchdown they needed late in the 4th. Now what do? You conservative and just tie it up?
No, I think you put your practice into game situation. Go as fast as possible. You already have your play call ready to go. Go for 2 and decide it right now.
Set. Great. Bring a set. Come on.
Back to throw. And it is caught. They got the 2 points, and with it, they've taken the lead. Gano out to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Now it's Watson. And this is incomplete. This defense hasn't had the best showing in this game, but a critical knockdown there. If they can hang on, I guess the end will kind of justify the means.
Certainly, and just think of it this way. It may not be the quantity of the plays that they've had because those haven't been great, but they get a few more quality ones like that. That could finish things off for them.
Watson now to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Now Watson. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. 2 huge plays there down the stretch. The sack on 2nd down. Now they force the incompletion. That's going to lead to a do-or-die 4th down.
And they look like they've got the confidence right now that no matter what gets thrown against them, whatever play gets run, they have the ability to shut it down. They're just brimming with it right now.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. They had to